What's up YouTube, welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be watching how to survive every apex predator by Good Enough.
Let's start with the ones that are least likely to attack and slowly work our way towards the most aggressive ones on the list. Number 17, eagles.
Hippo has to be like top 5.
There's only been one eagle attack on a human in recent history, but one...
No, you know how I would survive an eagle? Bro, let it hit me in my arm. Yeah, takes my arm, pierces right through it, its talons are long, but then I grab it, can slam the eagle into the floor.
Is one too many, so we simply can't risk it. Obviously, as of right now, you wouldn't stand a chance against any apex predator.
Not this guy.
But by the end of this video, you will have the knowledge to not only defend yourself, but also come out victorious every single time. After all, knowing is half the battle, and the other half is pure luck. Let's begin. You have entered a 1v1 against an eagle. Now, assuming you're not a small child or a little person, you won't have to worry about being carried away to its nest. First off, you will need to cover your head and face, as eagles are known to only attack this area. So use your shirt, backpack, or whatever you have to shield this weak spot without covering your eyes, as you will be gambling them for a chance to see when the eagle approaches. As it sweeps down to
an eye for a one-tap kill, one-shot kill.
Attack, cover up, as it will more than likely impale you with its 4-inch talons, falling right into your trap. This will be your chance to grab a hold of it, tightly securing its body with one hand and its head and beak with the other. Now, of course, whether you follow up the body lock with the slam is totally up to you. Number 16, leopard seals. Yeah, I had no idea these blobs were apex predators either. There have only been 2 documented cases of leopard seals.
How does it ramp up to 1,000?
Attacking humans in recent history, with one of them being fatal. And I personally will not allow
KD of like a lot, right? 50% kill chance, you feel me?
You to become one of those statistics. You're swimming in the Antarctic Ocean and a leopard seal has locked onto you.
Did he just dookie? He just shit all in the water.
First, you must keep your eyes on the seal at all times, as you must be ready to counter its attacks. Luckily, the seal is only capable of memorizing too. Depending on what the seal is seeing will determine which attack it chooses. First, you must know which of these 2 body types you currently have. If you're built like
I know a few people built like that.
Figure 1, you can expect the bite and thrash attack. If you resemble shape 2, the seal will attempt the bite and drag attack, taking you deeper into the ocean to drown you. Now for the counter.
Look at my skin color. You know I don't want to go near the water, so I wouldn't be in this situation in the first place. But look at his big belly. It's gonna bite me in his eyes, bro.
Begin by gouging the seal's eyes with both hands, as well as punching its snout with everything and anything you have. And once the seal sees...
Bro, we learned how to beat every aquatic creature from Stanley Animations, bro. Like, if the shark's coming up, just in his nose, and he runs back.
That you're not worth the trouble, it will surely let go, allowing you to escape and swim to land. Obviously, once you're both on land, you've pretty much secured the win, since the seal's mobility is greatly compromised, and you can go ahead and finish him off with body shots. Number 15, pythons. Now, surprise.
Man. Drink his innards.
Surprisingly, this is the only apex predator on the list where you will have the option of simply walking away from the fight. But I know how it is. Sometimes our egos get the best of us, and we end up taking the fight anyway. There are only a few snakes in the world that are classified as apex predators and have also attacked humans. But don't worry, I'll be teaching you how to defeat them all. Let's start with the pythons. Now, if I'm going to teach you how to defeat a python, I might as well show you how to take out the largest one of them all, the reticulated python. This snake can reach a maximum weight of around 374 pounds and grow over 23 feet in length.
I can't strangle it, bro. I gotta grab it by around its neck, mount it, beat him in. Opens his mouth, give me your teeth. Yang! Give me your eyes. Yee! Take him out.
If those stats make you nervous, stop.
Don't make me do him like how Hulk done Loki. You know for damn sure I'm not picking up that much with my arms. It's too heavy.
Embarrassing yourself. After all, are you really going to lose a fight to a girl? Since
No, I'm not really gonna let a lady snake take me away from my mother. Hell no, bro.
ball pythons only grow to about half that size and are hardly even worth the battle.
Bang.
Let's begin. You've decided to stand your ground against the python.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing you
We
must
gonna
do is keep
leave.
the fight standing. This is very important for two reasons. One, it will prevent the snake from getting leverage
Yep.
and constricting at full
You're
strength.
cooked.
And two,
Before
Oh.
using Uplearn, I was stuck on C's
Cut
in all
this
my
out.
subjects, especially psychology and economics. Since
But
it will prevent the spectators from booing. It will only be a matter of time before the snake gets a hold of you. So
Yeah.
you must control its head while using your other hand to grab its tail and begin unwrapping it from your body. By this point, you will be covered in snake urine, so sliding him off shouldn't be an issue.
snakes piss upon you as they're constricting you. Oh, hell no, I'm killing that thing.
Once you're free, push the snake away from
piss
you,
him.
and as long as the snake retreats, you've officially won the fight.
You're
If
full
it
of
chooses to return for more
piss.
punishment, repeat step 1. Number 14, giant otters. Pick it up, body slam it. Number 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, what the giant otter gonna do? Duh, bang! Just like, look how quick that was.
Retreats, you've officially won the fight.
count the
If
seconds.
it chooses to return for more punishment, repeat step 1. Number 14, giant otters. Pick it up, body slam it. Number
3
13,
seconds, gone.
hyenas. In Africa, hyenas are known to
Well,
attack
okay,
humans that
no.
sleep outside
Hyenas are
during the
kinda
hot
heavy.
summer months. And I will do whatever it takes
Bro.
to make sure you could do that
Don't
safely.
get the piss
But
out of
okay,
that, bro.
let's
Not gonna
begin.
lie.
You have just been woken up in the middle of the night by the sound of a crunch. That crunch was your leg,
Oh, your legs.
but that doesn't
Bones
matter
gone.
now. You have entered a street fight. And whether you live or get shredded to pieces depends entirely on how well you can memorize the following information.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you were abruptly woken up from your sleep. So remembering this life or death advice
that's
shouldn't be a problem.
Bro, when I'm sleeping and then I get up, I turn into a different beast. I'm like Rock Lee when he's drunk. Feel me?
First, you must remain completely calm. Stand your
Crusty
ground,
hyena.
and whatever you do, never give your back to the hyena. Now, the reason you must do this is to not seem like prey, so try your absolute best to look like a predator. But if that doesn't come naturally, just mirror whatever the hyena
Gotta look
does.
slow.
If it takes a step toward you, take a step toward the hyena.
Okay.
If the hyena lets out a cackle, let out a cackle as well. Eventually, the hyena will see
laughing
that
at
you're
me.
not worth the trouble and it will run away, leaving you with an easy win
Puss.
and minimal damage. Now, of
Minimal.
course, some hyenas,
Bones
like the
gone.
spotted hyena, attack in clans with numbers as high as 100.
P-Wave! Ha! Gone.
But this
Wait a
video
minute.
only covers how to fight 1v1.
One-on-one anyway.
So you'll have to figure that one out yourself. Number 12, orcas.
P-Wave.
You may
Huh?
not know this, but orcas are some
I'm gonna
of
stick my finger in his blowhole.
the easiest apex predators to defeat in the wild. Let me explain how these fights
Can't
typically
breathe now,
go.
can ya?
You are enjoying your day swimming in the open ocean, but unbeknownst to
And if
you,
you
you have
bodies
just
in the
entered
air,
a
just
fight
do a
with an
front flip and
orca.
land in
As
the
the killer whale breaches the water all around you, you just have to do what comes naturally, which is breaking out into a complete panic. And before you know it, the
Just boop yourself, yeah? And it runs away. That's nasty work.
the fight is over. We really
Why is
are a
the
lot
son of
scarier and
baby's
more
face?
intimidating than we give ourselves credit for. Now, I must warn you, if this fight takes place in an unsanctioned cage fight, like the ones you see at SeaWorld, the odds of winning are pretty much non-existent. After all, us humans perform best in street fights, where there are no rules. Number 11,
Bow,
Komodo
bow.
dragons. Since
Komodo dragons ain't small though, are they? But boom! Bow! Bow! He's finished.
1974, there have been 24 Komodo dragon attacks on humans, including 5 fatalities. But today, we'll put an end to that once and for all.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's begin. A Komodo dragon just made the worst decision of its
Drop
life.
kick its face,
It
bro.
chose to start a fight with you.
Me.
Lucky for you,
Me.
you were prepared thanks to this video.
Yes,
Now,
got
in
this
the
video
rare
right
case
here.
where a Komodo dragon catches you on a bad day, where you're just not in the mood for a fight, you can
Jesus.
simply sprint your way to a victory. Since they have terrible stamina and can only reach a pathetic speed of 13 miles per hour. The average human can sprint around 14 miles per hour, so expect to dust him by at least a couple of feet. But if I know you like I think
Bro, I'm dusting him by 10 miles, bro. I'm not no average human when it comes to running.
think I do. I know that you would never turn down a fight with a Komodo dragon.
No, I'm
so
different.
let's begin. First, you must be aware of the
Imagine if
Komodo
I just
dragon's
say
bite. If this attack lands, it will
Dead.
one-shot you. Since it's high,
Why is Pikachu getting out of his body?
the Komodo dragon's bite. If this attack lands, it will one.
Nah, bro. So Krebs flew out. He turned into a nuke, rabbit, fish,
Shot
murder,
you, since it's
Pikachu.
highly venomous. Next, you'll exploit the lizard's terrible mobility by
Trash
running
out.
away from its charge attacks
What's
in
this?
random zigzag patterns. You
It's
will
so
repeat
finished.
this counter until the lizard's stamina is complete.
Bro, I can just fully sprint, and then I start drop kicking its head in. Just boom, bounce, bounce, bounce. He's finished.
Drained. You will know you've reached this point when the lizard inevitably turns around and quits.
Nah.
This will be your chance to get
finish
creative and chain together whatever combos you desire,
what's-
winning the fight by whatever you want. Number 10, King Cobras. King Cobras kill around 5 people
Bro,
per year, and
that's
you will
small.
not be one of them. Now, similar to the
I'm not
Python, the choice of
confused.
engaging in the fight is totally up to you, since the rare option of simply walking away is available. But I don't blame you if you want to teach the snake a lesson it will never forget. This fight always begins when you
Angel eyes.
unexpectedly corner a King Cobra, locking you into the 1v1. The first thing you must do is stay calm, remain as still as possible, and back away slowly to give yourself some space. Any fast movements here could initiate
Yeah.
a strike, which
It's prepared for my attack. But who said I won't just bust him in his face? King Cobra can't block no drop kick. Boom! Yeah. Teeth everywhere.
again would one-shot you. Now, if you're
Yeah.
Indian, you can simply pick up the snake and place it down in a more favorable location. But once you and the snake are in an open area, you've pretty much won the fight, since the snake will take every opportunity it can to run away. Number 9, Jaguars. Real
Huh?
quick, for the two of you out there that
This thing might cook me. No, I rip out its tongue.
prefer to avoid this fight, let me get you out of the way first.
Left hand.
You've just stumbled across a jaguar in the wild. The first thing you must do is avoid eye contact.
Put my finger in his butt. Keep digging in your butt, twin. My finger in his butt. It's like, ooh, ooh. Rip his balls off. If it's a she ain't got no balls. Bite on its tail. Give me your eyes, give me your tongue. Keep digging in your butt, twin.
At all costs, since the cat will interpret this as a challenge. Thankfully, we mastered this skill a long time ago,
What the hell?
so this shouldn't be an issue. Next, you must back away very slowly without ever turning your back on the cat, as any fast
By the way,
movements
anything I said is just when that cat inevitably or actually attacks you.
here can trigger the jaguar's predator instinct. If you did all of that correctly, your odds of surviving the encounter should be decent. Now, with those two bozos out of the way, time to talk to the rest of you who are itching to let your hands go. So let the mental warfare begin. First, you must make yourself look as big as
Big.
possible, lifting your shirt, backpack, child, or whatever other disposable items you may have.
Bro, that's
Your
not no
shirt,
child, that's a man.
backpack, child, or whatever
Dog,
other
albeit.
disposable items you may have. Next, begin to shout at the cat in a stern voice. This should intimidate the cat. In the rare
Back
instance that the cat
away!
chooses to attack, you must stand your ground and protect your head at all costs, as it will attempt to crush your skull.
Crush your skull,
In many
yeah.
instances, if the
Weave.
jaguar's initial bite fails,
You look at this positioning. Doesn't this remind you of something? Okuru versus Evil Eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then I do it for 5 sets. Boss him in the air, bro. He's finished. He's finished.
the odds of it fleeing are very high. But if it does manage to latch onto you,
Rip it
you
off.
must punch and elbow the cat's eyes and snout with all
Bites onto me. Get me your tongue. If it's biting onto me, I'm actively putting my whole hand in. It's like, and then my arm going fly off. I'm going to be walking around like a shank with half a shoulder. Give me your eyes. You can't beat me if you can't see.
of your power to convince the cat that you're not to be messed with. Remember, others have successfully backed down a jaguar attack, so you can too. And
All
before
of
you
us.
know it, you will be the one standing in the jungle covered in the cat's blood and asking for more. Number 8, mountain lions. In North America, there have been around 30 fatal mountain lion attacks since
Look at his back. G's and peas.
1868. Mountain lions are ambush predators, but there are many videos here on YouTube
Yeah.
where they change
I know
their
everyone's seen like the video. He might show it of the guy was shouting at the mountain lion. And it's slowly
play
backing
style
away.
and instigate fights with humans head on. And that's the style of fight we will be focusing on. Now, the most common mistake people make when they encounter an aggressive mountain lion is believing that they are in any real danger to begin with, since the 1v1 was against their dog. Now, assuming you're alone, the fight has become much easier. First, you must never break eye contact with the cat.
My bad.
Run away, crouch down, or turn your back to the animal.
Nah,
but
you're
once
finished.
you're dialed in, let the mental warfare begin. Start by yelling at it. Next, lift your shirt over your head and appear
Make yourself a
larger.
big-
And lastly, swing your arms wildly to show off your insane speed. This will remind the cat that
So,
it is
flash step
incredibly
it.
outmatched.
Sonido.
In the rare chance that this doesn't work, you will have to initiate plan 2, which is walking the entire trail backwards as the cat continuously charges at you, in the hopes that you will
Bro, I'm maybe walking backwards like Tom Mayer in his bit. I'm swerving through them rocks.
trip and fall. But this next step is crucial if you want to win. Quickly
Backflip
grab a
off the
rock
cliff.
from the floor and toss it in the direction of the cat, which will quickly scare it.
Boom! You got a big guy like Erin from Internet City, 2 foot in a mountain lion. He's finished. He's finished. The mountain lion's knocked out.
It off. There's only one video on all of
Yeah,
YouTube
it's
where a
what I'm
guy
on
does
about.
exactly that, which means
Booked it
it works
backwards.
100% of the time. Number
No,
7, alligators. There are an average 10 to 15 alligator
make it
attacks
go
per
away.
year, with around 2
I
of those
can't
being
penetrate
fatal,
it.
most of them occurring in
Pause.
Florida. And I want to make sure that you guys can enjoy Florida's amazing weather. The entire 3 months of it. Rule number 1, never enter the water in states that have alligators, as a fight there is a guaranteed loss. With that out of the way,
Finish.
let's begin. An alligator has decided to gamble its life by entering into a street fight with you. This matchup shouldn't be a problem, as you will have many options from the start. You can talk
Don't.
the takedown, baiting the alligator's charge attack, which is easily countered by sprinting in a straight line, quickly depleting the alligator's stamina bar.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you can further slow
you
it
run
down
away.
by spamming calf kick, reducing its mobility
Calf
further.
kick, calf
Another
kick.
option
Human, use calf kick. Human, use flash step.
and is simply running around it in a circle, taking advantage of its terrible turning radius.
something, correct.
At this point, it's only a matter of time before the alligator admits defeat
speed
and
is
leaving
superior.
you with an easy
I should never get
W.
hit.
Number 6, bears. Over 40 people are attacked by bears.
Bro, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, get on the ground. And if it's white, you're going to heaven.
Every single year. But today, it all stops. Grizzly bears and polar bears have obviously spec'd into the tank build, so they're going to require as much knowledge as possible to defeat.
And a
I
polar
will
bear
cover both
countries.
fighting strategies, so by the end of this section, you will be completely comfortable around both of them. Let's start with the easier
Best
of the
bear.
two, the grizzly bear. A grizzly bear typically enters a fight when it's threatened, has
Mm-hmm.
cubs, or is caught by surprise. That's why I
catch you
highly
by
recommend you
surprise.
carry a Bluetooth speaker and play it at maximum volume.
Yeah, I've heard that, actively making enough noise in a bear area will make the bears avoid where you are, so it won't get caught by surprise. Because bears would usually just walk right past you if they're not caught by surprise.
anytime you're in a public park, which would be greatly appreciated by other visitors. Now, if by some reason a bear is crazy enough to pick a fight with you,
Truck queen.
don't worry. You'll be prepared for just that. First, you'll need to warm up by curling up into the fetal position and playing dead. Now, make sure to hold this power stance, even if the bear begins to chain together at times.
And
And with a little bit of
Power,
luck
power.
and a lot of heart, the bear should eventually back off, seeing that you're a tank build as well. Now, fighting a polar bear is basically the complete opposite of what you just learned. Unlike the grizzly bear, the polar bear will attempt to eat you if it's
I'ma break his ankles, bro. He's finished.
slightly hungry. He'll basically take a look at you and think to himself,
He was snap.
yeah, I could eat. Which has happened around
Ding,
75
butt
times since the 1870s. Luckily, if you're in a pinch, playing dead
Holy motorbike.
against a polar bear will end the fight very quickly.
Yo, his mouth looking very open. My bad.
In about 3 bites or so. If a polar bear locks onto you, you must try your best to look intimidating, doing all the usual tactics. And if you're attacked, you must fight back with everything you have, targeting its eyes and nose. Now, you're probably thinking, physical attacks won't do much to a polar bear. Wrong. And to prove that, there's even a famous saying, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down.
Didn't he just shot the black bear, bro?
And if it's white, good night.
Night.
So
Oh!
obviously, physical attacks work.
Good night. Hit me like Eugene. Left, right.
Number 5, wolf. With around
Body no wolf. What? What? Oh, I muted it. I'm slow.
This is a matchup wolf. With around 500 wolf attacks around the world since 2002. This is a matchup you need to get
One-on-one's
familiar
not killing
with.
me, bro.
I'm just gonna say
Same
it
thing with
now.
a dog.
I don't want to read in my comments that you were attacked by a wolf after this video drops. Alright, let's begin. First things first, let me cover what you should never do. Don't run. You're not fast nor agile enough. And never bring your dog to wolf country, as they're known to provoke an attack. So quickly take them out. With that out of the way, let the fight begin.
Bro, we 2v1 in what? Let my dog be my tank. He's my shield. Bow, 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 bow. And he's finished.
You must stand your ground and keep eye contact at all times. Do all of the usual things to appear as large and intimidating as possible. This should make the wolf think twice before attacking you head on. If the animal does charge, it will more than likely latch itself onto your arm,
'Cause they're
which sadly
retarded.
means he fell right into your
Bow,
trap.
bow.
As you let elbows rain down on its eyes, snout, and head, the wolf will have no option but to retreat.
Paralyzed.
If the 12 to 6 elbows are not having an effect, begin gouging its eyes. And if that doesn't work either,
Boom, boom, knees to the jaw, knees to the jaw. I don't care if my hand falls off. Sweep his legs with my legs. Boom, 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 belly shot, belly shot. He's finished.
you will have to resort to dirty and cheap tactics,
Dust in
blowing on
eyes.
his face.
Yeah.
Number 4, sharks. These 3 sharks have been
Boom in his
responsible for
nose.
thousands of attacks on
me your
humans,
eyes.
averaging around
Stanley Animations already taught us about this. Sharks, light work.
70 per year, but we can all agree it stops today. Now, you would think since
Right
this
now.
fight takes place in the ocean that this would present some issues. Wrong.
Nah,
With the
I'm
correct
Aquaman.
knowledge, a shark
Aquaman,
doesn't
show me.
stand a chance. After all, the ocean was our first home. You are enjoying a beautiful day at the beach snorkeling at a reef
Tough.
when suddenly this wall closes behind you.
Huh?
First, you must remain
That's a
calm and slowly
bus
work
run.
your way towards the shore or boat as you maintain eye contact with the shark. This is because sharks specialize in the surprise
away.
attack. Usually,
can not
awkward
swim
eye
like that.
contact is enough to stop an attack. But in rare instances, the shark might be determined enough to approach.
What?
If he does,
Eh,
gently push his
bow,
snout
bow,
away
bow.
from you. But if for some reason it gets aggressive and turns back around, this is when you'll introduce him to your legs and fists, striking its
Give me
snout,
your gills.
eyes, and
I'ma
gills.
rip them out.
Now that you're loose out there, it's time to go for the finish. Simply flip the shark upside down, initiating the tonic immobility move, a KO that will leave the shark in a state of paralysis, instantly ending the fight.
Didn't know
Of
you could
course,
do
if the
that.
shark is a fully grown great white, it will be extremely difficult to flip
can't
over.
flip.
So that fight will just end the way it
Guy like me.
typically does, with the shark getting a mouthful of preservatives, GMOs, and food dyes, and leaving in pure disgust. Number 3, tigers. Finally a fair matchup. There are around
Finally,
100
something that could pose me a threat. Something that's not getting mid-diffed.
fatalities each year from tigers alone, mainly in India, Bangladesh, Nepal,
I'll
and
go
Indonesia. So for those of you who plan on visiting, pay attention. But for the majority of you, go ahead and skip to the next section. You are now in a fight with a tiger. Let's first cover what not to do. Don't run,
visiting.
crouch,
Yeah, don't.
lay down, or play dead.
He's
This
gonna
is
eat.
basically handing the tiger a win,
That's
and
free
that's
meal.
not what we're about on this channel. Next, never approach a tiger if it has cubs, since you will surely
Free
be
meal.
outnumbered. And last but not least, never urinate on
Free
yourself.
meal.
I'm not kidding.
You're my best
Urinating is
property.
seen as a form of aggression. With that,
I know some people have definitely seen the tiger video of where he jumped like a full-grown elephant to attack a man. Should have had ultra instinct.
out of the way, let's talk about what you need to do to win. You must stay calm, back away slowly to give yourself some space. Make yourself seem as large and intimidating as possible. If the tiger still decides that you're a pipsqueak, this would be the time to show him what you're made of. Like always, you offer your weak arm and begin to attack the
Dos,
eyes,
bang,
ears,
bang.
and nose using rocks, sticks, and fists.
ma.
Once you get sick of being dragged around, you can use your
Taking the rock in his eye. Ah! Boom, 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 boom. Mickey, Maga, Mo. Offer up my whole arm, turn me into future Gohan. Nah. Turn me into future Gohan, bro. Mickey, Ma, Mo. This is the only bit of damage I've took this fight now.
free arm and stick it down
I've just ran the gauntlet. By the time I hit the tiger,
on its
I'm
throat,
looking like future
hitting its
Gohan.
gag reflex and releasing you. I didn't make that up. This guy did. If all else fails, climb the nearest tree. Tigers are terrible climbers and will more than likely leave the match
Never mind.
instead of doing any real work. Number 2, lions. With hundreds of attacks per year, this matchup isn't one you can sleep on. Let's begin with what not to do. You must never run, crouch,
Yeah,
lay on the
big guy.
floor, play dead, or climb any trees,
Yeah,
as that will make
tigers
you an
cook
easy
you.
target. First, you must begin with the mental warfare. Make yourself look as large and scary as
Mufasa!
If this doesn't work, the lion will more than likely use its charge attack, stopping a few feet away from you to see how you
It's
react.
gonna do a bluff attack. I know elephants do that as well. Pretty sure bears can also do that. Are you pump faking? Pump faking like you gonna do some hoe? You gonna do shit.
Attack. Obviously, a pathetic attack like this doesn't have much of an
I've got
effect.
infinity, couldn't
But if the
actually
lion
come
is crazy enough to commit to an attack, it will attempt to go for your neck. So keep your hands up and be ready to sleep him. Now, if the straight right down the
Dempsey.
pipe doesn't connect, the lion will probably latch itself onto your arm, chest, or leg.
My hand
From
gone.
here, it's time to make him pay. Chain together elbows, fists,
Headbutt.
uppercuts, rocks, and stick attacks to his eyes, ears, and muzzle. Remember, many humans have made lions quit by using rocks, and you have something much stronger than rocks.
Edit.
Heart.
My bad.
And with a little bit of spit and elbow grease,
said,
you
"Oh."
should squeak your way to a W. Number 1, crocodiles. Does it get
Huh?
any more pathetic than these guys? Camping the water's edge and one-shotting humans for thousands of years is starting to get old.
One-shotting
This
me,
might come
not
as a
me.
surprise, but crocodiles attack
I
humans
won't let my family lineage end with a crocodile. Must be stupid.
more than any other apex predator on Earth. With as many as 1,000 fatal attacks per year, this is a matchup you
1,000?
can no longer ignore. Some of these crocodiles currently have a 63% win rate, so I think it's about time we
63, that's nothing, bro. I won V20 mil. I won V20 million. When I'm running to the egg. He can't beat me.
lower it.
Stupid
Right, let's
crocodile.
begin with what not to do.
Nothing
As
in
tempting
Africa.
as it may be, never get in crocodile-infested waters or even approach the water's
No,
edge,
no, no,
as
it's a
that is where the
triple F.
majority of losses occur. Saltwater and Nile crocodiles are the two species that view humans as prey, so it's your job to change their mind.
as
A
prey?
saltwater crocodile has just locked onto you. First,
You can't
keep
catch
your
me.
distance, as the croc will more than likely spam its
Can't
charge
catch me.
attack, which is easily countered by sprinting in a straight line. This is because the attack maxes out at 20 to 30 meters before it drains its entire stamina bar. While it struggles to recover, you will toss your shirt over its eyes, which puts the crocodile in a relaxed trance-like state. This is when you'll want to quickly circle behind it and rip some body shots. Of course, these will have no effect, but are crucial in tenderizing the meat if you plan on eating him. And once the crocodile recovers, just rinse and repeat. You will know the fight is over when the croc no longer moves, due to the buildup of lactic acid in its legs and blood. The lack of movement could also indicate that the croc has simply died.
Damn.
I'm not kidding. Apparently, if crocodiles overexert themselves, they just die. Which is one of the most pathetic
He's ass because he can't sweat for shit, bro. Body.
moves I've ever heard of, taking it so far as to not admit defeat.
Okay, it's the end of the video. I like this video good enough, bro. And if you guys like my reaction to this video, it's very hyper this video, more energy than my last reactions. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.